Hi, we are making kitchen sink guacamole today. And the reason I call it kitchen sink guacamole is because you can throw in anything you want. It doesn't really matter. Anything that makes you happy when you eat guacamole, throw it in there. Kitchen sink guacamole, that's why I call it that. So I've already prepped most of the ingredients, but I'm going to show you how to cut an avocado open. So I left one last one to do that. And you take it and you cut it in half with your paring knife from the top. And then you just drag the knife around, and it won't go all the way through because you have a pit inside, okay? So what you want to do is you take your paring knife and you slice it into that pit, and it pulls it right out. Have a garbage bowl inside the kitchen so you can always just throw your stuff away, get it out of the way, don't make a mess. So what you want to do is you want to take your avocado and you want to cut it with some vertical slices. Just like that. Then you want to turn it and cut it, slice it the other way horizontally so that you get a nice dice in the avocado. And then you take your spoon and you scoop it out just like that. Throw that in your garbage bowl, do the other half, okay? So you make your vertical slices. And you make your horizontal slices. Take your spoon, scoop it all up. Now we've got a great base to work with, all this wonderful, lovely avocado. But what you want to do is you have to use some citrus juice on it because it'll start to turn brown. So we have a little juicing tool here to get all the lime juice out, but if you don't, you can use a spoon. Anything you can even squeeze it with your hand, but it'll get more juice out if you can use a tool. And a spoon will work just as well as this juicing tool. So you make sure you get all the juice out of there, throw that in the garbage bowl, get the other half, and just squirt that juice all over it, because you don't want the avocado turning brown colors. It looks very unappetizing that way. So there we go. We got the lime juice all over there. Now let's give it a good stir so you make sure that you get all of the avocado coated with the lime juice. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to season this stuff up here. And I have in front of me some sweet corn, fresh corn. Now you can also put this into a skillet and brown it up a little bit if you want a nice char taste inside your guacamole, but it's not necessary. We like the nice sweet taste and burst of the fresh corn, so we're going to add that in. Now, red onion. It gives it a nice pop of color. It's also a nice, good oniony flavor, so we're going to add in some red onion. And you can put in as much or as little as you want. There's no real measurement. It's just whatever you want. That's why it's kitchen sink guacamole, okay? We also have fresh cut up cilantro. We're going to add that in. If you don't like cilantro, it's optional. Some people don't really care for cilantro, but I do. We add that in. One of the other things I like to put in it, that's why I call it kitchen sink guacamole, is garlic. So I minced up some garlic, and we're going to put in a few cloves of that. Something I'm starting today. I've never done this before, so this is brand new. It's a little bit of adobo sauce from the chipotle pepper, and we're going to add that in to give it a little extra flavor and smoky flavor in there. There we go. All right, and I also have here some fresh tomato and some olives already cut up and ready to go. We're just going to smooth those right in. Okay. Now you're going to add some salt and pepper. Freshly ground is the best, but you can use regular salt and pepper out of a shaker if you like. We like to have lots of flavor in the Clanton household, so here we go. Now, we give it all a good stir, and you can see how the rainbow of flavors and colors are all coming together inside this bowl of kitchen sink guacamole. But I'm going to tell you, I do have one other ingredient that I like to add into my guacamole, and it's not conventional, it's not fresh, it's probably not necessary, but I like it. I add in salsa. It gives it a little more liquid. It has the nice tomatoey flavor, the onions and the other peppers inside, chilies, and I just add some of that in. So I call that my secret ingredient. You can add it or not. You might even want to add just a little bit of hot sauce, like Tapatio or something like that, and that'll give it a good flavor for you too. But that's it. It's kitchen sink guacamole. Add everything in, mix it all up, get it nice and mixed together. And every time a chef makes a dish, you know what you have to do? You have to taste it. So we're going to take this chip and I'm going to get myself some of this kitchen sink guacamole right now. The adobo sauce from the Chipotle coming right through, very smoky. The fresh corn is popping, and tomatoes and everything. It's so good, so good. So that's my kitchen sink guacamole. I hope you try it out.